Tech Store, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest Dell Inspiron 3000 series, that is the 3593 in the 2020 year that Dell has launched. This is the successor of the earlier 3584 and all the other 3567 series. We have it hands-on with us, and we'll be diving in deep for you to know if you need to buy this laptop or not. This is the way the black variant looks. It might be a Core i3 or Core i5. It's got a real nice textured finish on the top for the black variant. The silver variant has got a matte finish. Once you open the laptop, you have disappointment visible. There is no nanobezel. That is something that Dell should have worked. In the new variant, it should have come out with at least two-sided nanobezel, but it's not there. The same design that they have continued from the 3584. No difference whatsoever. The keyboard area also is absolutely the same. There's no difference. The power button sits fine. It's a good thing that you have a separate power button. They've continued with that. The touchpad is a large touchpad that they have, and it's a good multi-gesture touchpad that Dell integrates. The key quality, as usual with Dell, is not all that great. This all comes with the 10th generation processors. All the 3593s, Core i3 or Core i5 come with 10th generation processors. Pretty tight on the hinges, so presuming that in the future you're going to have a lot of cases where display frame gets broken because of hinge getting tight. On the left side, we have the charging pin connector, the charging pin indicator, HDMI port, Ethernet, two USB 3.0 ports, and headphone mic combi jack. It's pretty slim. This category of laptops. Front is a nice little design. The picture is there. There's absolutely no I/O ports on the front. On the right side, you have Kensington lock. You have a USB 2.0 port, and you have a memory card. In the rear, there is absolutely nothing. Here again, the ventilation is on the rear side. The screen blocks the vents. Anyways, this processor is not going to generate a lot of heat because it is an ultra low voltage processor. That's fine. You could have provided more grills here on the base for better cooling. That is the way Dell has done. The speaker grills are on the base. The base looks pretty neat. We will dig deep into this particular base by showing you how to upgrade this particular laptop. So let's see if it opens with one hand. Let's try opening it with one hand. No, it does not. Absolutely not. So something that you guys need to look out. Once you purchased it, there is no C-type port, which was desired in this new series. Let's hope the next series at least has a C-type and nanobezel. Alright, let's get started. Let's flip the laptop. You will need to remove all the screws except 1, 2, 3 screws. These screws will not come off, they will just become loose. Just need to loosen them. Point they will stop coming out. Right, so once all the screws have been opened, you need to flip it back, open it, take a thumb prior like this, and start protruding from one of the edges. Very gently. The floor bracket arrangement will be very comfortably. Nicely designed in terms of the base being open, very easily accessible. It's got a 42-hour battery. Core i3 or Core i5 variants, both will have the same battery. Hard drive is placed over here, 1 terabyte hard drive storage. For people who are getting variants only with SSD, the SSD will be placed here, m.2 NVMe SSD support. And you have 2 RAM bays. The fan is pretty nice, good sync. This is a CMOS cell. In a scenario your time and date is giving a problem 3-4 years from the point of time you have purchased the laptop, you need to replace the CMOS cell. Let's start with the battery here. Remove the screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remove this stickering that is there. Remove the battery like this. This is a 42 watt-hour standard battery that Dell gives. The type is YRDD6, 11.4 volts. In case you need to replace the battery, this is the battery you need to purchase. Now coming to the part where the hard drive is connected to this strip here. You need to remove this strip and just need to remove a few more screws. Just need to remove the outer metal frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more screws you need to remove. You need to buy a 2.5 SATA SSD or hard drive and replace it with this particular hard drive. You need to remove this connector. Use your 2 thumb fingers and remove it. Be very careful with this, because if it gets disconnected or cut, then it is pretty costly to get. Fit it back both fingers and put it back inside. Coming to the part where the RAM is, it's got 2 memory bays. It's a good thing. The total upgrade capacity of this particular laptop is up to 32 GB, 16 plus 16 GB. So use your 2 thumb fingers and remove the memory if you want to replace it. This comes with a DDR4 low voltage 2666 memory. You need to buy a similar, any brand, Crucial, Kingston, Corsair, any brand may be. You can buy a similar 4 GB DDR4 or a 8 GB or a 16 GB DDR4 low voltage RAM. Just take a similar memory like this and just need to put the RAM inside and press it like this. Both the notches will hold on to the RAM. Coming to the part where you can put the SSD, you can buy a NVMe SSD. We are using a Western Digital 250 GB NVMe SSD. The speeds are up to 2400 Mbps. In one way it is good, you don't buy a laptop that is with pre-installed SSD, because pre-installed SSD will not be NVMe most of the times. So try to buy a laptop which is having only a hard drive. SSD should be vacant. This is the part where you need to install. Remove the screw which is there given already. This is a 2280 m.2 NVMe that we have, and you just need to put the screws back. You can also put a 2230. The option is there, 2280 as well as 2230, whichever you have hands on. Now coming to the part where Wi-Fi chip is, you just need to remove the 2 antennas over here. Just remove this white plastic casing and you can get access to the antenna. Just remove it, remove the screw and find a similar Wi-Fi chip and you can install it. So this is the fan. If you need to replace the fan, 1, 2, 3 screws and this connector has to be removed and you can replace the fan. Pretty straightforward and simple. This is the VGA connector. This is the CMOS cell that I mentioned earlier. Say your USB port is not working, you need to replace this port. All in all, a very good design by Dell. Very straightforward. Need not dig very deep inside. Makes absolute sense. This is the DC jack. If your DC jack has gone bad, this jack you need to remove over here. Just need to remove this out. This is the part which is a VGA cable of the laptop. It's a full HD VGA cable. This is the touchpad. This is the part where keyboard. Now the interesting thing is they have given an option for backlit keyboard, but they have not integrated backlit into this laptop. You can take a backlit strip and as well integrate backlit. And another video will show you how to do that specifically. So let's again reassemble the entire thing. So after upgrading with the m.2 NVMe SSD, you need to do some settings in the BIOS. Press F2 and go to the BIOS. Go to System Configurations on the left side and scroll down. You will see by default RAID will be on. You need to change it to AHCI and press yes and need to apply changes. Only after this your NVMe SSD will be visible in your Windows system. Now this is a video that has been shot using the webcam of the Dell Inspiron 3593. The clarity is decent for the entry-level laptops. This is the best camera that you can get. The next that it competes with is HP. Asus, Lenovo don't have a good camera as good as what you're seeing right now. It's a 720p resolution video that it captures and decent photographs if you want to capture using this web camera. The audio quality is also very good because of the dual array microphone that it has. So all in all, a thumbs up on the webcam by Dell. This is the audio quality. Quality is very good, very crisp. There is no tinning on the audio that comes out. The speaker grills, even though they are placed at the base, the audio quality is very good. The reverb is very nice. And in this category, entry-level Core i3s, I think this is the best speaker in the category. The screen resolution is full HD 1920 x 1080p, and the battery backup is a comfortable 6 hours for normal usage. And if you want to use the power saver mode, it will go beyond that. But if you are in continuous Wi-Fi usage and continuous watching a movie or something,
4 hours is the max that you can stretch this particular laptop.
Alright, so we have in this video shown you why to buy or why not to buy the Dell Inspiron 3593 series of laptop. They come with Core i3, Core i5, Core i3 with graphics, Core i5 with graphics, and a variant of Core i7 also. They come in two colors, black and silver. Both of them absolutely have the same procedure to upgrade, and there is absolutely no difference whatsoever in terms of the color. Now in this video we've shown you how to basically replace the battery. Say 2-3 years down the lane you want to replace the battery, this is the video that you need to look at. Replace the RAM with a higher capacity memory, hard drive with an SSD or a normal hard drive if your hard drive goes bad. CMOS cell, we have shown you how to integrate a m.2 NVMe SSD into this particular thing. The total upgrade capacity of this particular laptop in terms of SSD is up to 1 terabyte. So that's a very good thing. 2280 form factor or 2230. Both of them are supported by this particular laptop. We were not very happy with the screen. Screen quality is not all that great. Although it has got a full HD 1080p resolution, the screen still is PN panel. It does not have IPS. It does not have backlight. Also, it does not have nano bezel, which was a big downer for the buy on this particular laptop. The battery backup is very good. 5 to 6 hours on an average usage, you're getting the battery backup. Best part about this laptop is the speakers. You need to buy this laptop if you really are a good music lover. Very good speakers that they have integrated onto this. And also for the customization part, if you are a good lover of aesthetic on the laptop, then this is not the product that you should buy. Not all that great looking, but looks very sturdy. Hope you like the video, guys. Do let us know your suggestions and comments, and do not forget to subscribe to us.